A wrestler's gimmick is the key to their success. It's hard to imagine iconic wrestlers such as The Undertaker, Kane, Triple H or Shawn Michaels having substantial success without their trademark gimmick and characteristics. Unfortunately, in WWE currently, there are several gimmicks which are falling flat and need a massive overhaul. Whilst these wrestlers have talent, their gimmick is holding them back from reaching the next level, and a new gimmick is needed as soon as possible. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 10 WWE wrestlers who desperately need a new gimmick. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Number 10. Nikki Cross. In the summer of 2021, Nikki Cross became Nikki Ash on WWE programming. The superhero persona was one that Cross pitched directly to Vince McMahon, and McMahon was so impressed with Cross's passion for the gimmick that he awarded her with the Money in the Bank briefcase and a subsequent Raw Women's title reign. The gimmick was fun, but it lacked anything substantial that would make it last for more than a few months. Fans often compare that persona to that of the Hurricane, but Shane Helms made the character work by adding multiple elements to the superhero. In October 2022, Cross would revert back to her unhinged persona that was present during her time in NXT, but this had led to Cross receiving no notable feuds on Raw or SmackDown. Cross is just lingering around and is often found on WWE Main Event. Now, she does have a ton to offer the women's division, and WWE needs to rework her gimmick and integrate her back into the roster. Number 9. The Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders managed to get themselves over in NXT, and this was mainly due to their high-impact offense in matches. When the two debuted on the main roster, the magic was quickly lost, as a Viking gimmick isn't at the top of fans' wish lists, especially in 2023. The two members of the Viking Raiders have lots of talent, there's no denying that, but the gimmick falls flat upon execution. The two receive no reaction on WWE television, and it doesn't matter if they are a babyface or a heel, the reaction never changes. WWE need to utilize Eric and Ivar as they have a lot to offer the tag division, but unfortunately their current gimmick simply doesn't work. Number 8. Raquel Rodriguez. Since being called up to the main roster, it's been made perfectly clear that WWE see Raquel Rodriguez as one of the future stars of the women's division. The former NXT Women's Champion has been presented well, but there's one major hurdle in her ascending to the top of WWE, and that's her gimmick. Rodriguez's gimmick is literally that she's strong and imposing, but that isn't enough. She needs to build a connection with the fans, and her current gimmick isn't helping her achieve this. Wrestlers need character and substance, and whilst Rodriguez in all likelihood will have a decent career if she keeps up her current gimmick, a complete overhaul is needed if she's going to be a main event worthy presence in the women's division for years to come. Number 7. Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle is one of the finest workers on the entire WWE roster. He's had a great run on the main roster, and his partnership with Randy Orton received widespread praise for bringing the best out of both men. However, since the Viper has been out of action with a back injury, Riddle has struggled to find a meaningful place on the card. They've attempted to give Riddle substantial feuds. He's feuded with the likes of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins and Gunther, but Riddle's character work has been holding him back. It wouldn't be too controversial to state that Riddle's babyface persona has run its course, and WWE need to modify his character sooner rather than later. Many fans are speculating that Orton may turn on Riddle when he eventually returns, and whilst an Orton vs Riddle feud would be welcomed, WWE may wish to shake things up by having Riddle be the one to disintegrate the friendship. Number 6. Butch. Butch is one of the greatest wrestlers to come out of the UK, and whilst his main roster run hasn't been exactly a disaster, the Butch character has evidently run its natural course. Butch is a great talent who has a great presence in the ring for his size, but his work as Pete Dunne was considerably better, and it would be welcome to see Dunne return to the Bruiserweight persona. His work alongside Sheamus and Ridge Holland and the Brawling Brutes has been decent, but Butch needs to be utilized more on TV, and a gimmick change or a simple reversion to the Bruiserweight character may be a smart option for WWE to implement. Number 5. Dolph Ziggler. For over 15 years, Dolph Ziggler has been a fan favorite amongst fans. However, Ziggler is at a point of his career where he isn't going to be pushed into the main event scene unless he's doing something drastic. His gimmick seems to still be a mix of his classic show-off persona as well as his infamous "it should have been me" character, but the fans are at a point of disconnection with the character. They love Ziggler and love his in-ring work, but they have nothing to root for when it comes to a character that is tiresome and stale. Throughout his career, Ziggler has shown time and time again that he has the ability to deliver exceptional character work. His work with Rey Mysterio, The Miz and even John Cena all highlighted that Ziggler is a big deal and can truly bring it when the time comes. Number 4. Johnny Gargano. When Johnny Gargano returned to WWE, fans hoped that Triple H would use Gargano in a similar manner to how he was used in NXT. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened in any capacity. Whilst he's had some standout moments, he's just been lingering around the red brand with nothing substantial or compelling to do. It wouldn't be a controversial argument to state that Gargano is one of the finest workers in all of WWE, but is this enough in 2023 to warrant a push? What he needs with immediate effect is a gimmick overhaul. His generic gimmick of being an underdog babyface is failing to connect with the audience, and we know based on his work in NXT that he can deliver gripping character work both as a babyface or a heel. WWE's approach could be to reform the villainous stable known as The Way, which would allow Gargano as well as other talents such as Candice LeRae and Dexter Lumis to thrive, so it would be a huge opportunity for WWE. Number 3. The New Day. There's no doubt about it, the New Day are one of the most successful stables in WWE history. The group have been together for almost a decade, but over the past few years, the stable just feels stagnant. Whilst each member of the group is immensely talented, something is missing from the group currently, and it could be time for WWE to look to change their gimmick as a stable. Perhaps the group doesn't need a drastic overhaul, but a heel turn or a slight tweak into a more serious side may benefit the longevity of the group. A heel turn at this stage will make sense, as the group do have grievances with the WWE, such as Kofi Kingston not getting another shot at the title in 2019, Big E not getting a WWE title rematch in 2022, and Xavier Woods maybe being continuously overlooked. This could be an excellent storyline on TV, and no doubt the 3 members of the faction would be up for the challenge. Number 2. Austin Theory. WrestleMania 39 was designed to be the biggest night of Austin Theory's career. He would successfully defeat John Cena to retain his US title, and this victory should have catapulted Theory to the next level. Sadly, since WrestleMania 39, his gimmick has fallen flat and he seems underdeveloped as a character. Whilst Theory remains someone who WWE clearly sees a bright future in, a new gimmick is needed for Theory to truly shine. He has a lot of positive attributes, and he seems to be getting better and better in the ring as the months and years go on, yet he has yet to find that breakout character that screams world champion. Theory did previously have a gimmick that was similar to the former gimmick of Tyler Breeze, but WWE have pushed this aside in favour of a more serious approach, which sadly at the present time isn't working. And number 1, Charlotte Flair. Ever since Charlotte Flair arrived in WWE, she's established herself as a top female talent. Her accomplishments speak for themselves, but one thing that is always holding Flair back is a lack of evolution. Other top women such as Becky Lynch and Bayley have delivered various compelling characters over the past decade, and this has allowed their persona to never get stale and in turn show the fans that they are willing to take risks. Flair has had the same gimmick for her entire run in WWE, and there seems no signs that WWE want to change it. One of the criticisms often directed at Flair is that she portrays the same character, and it doesn't matter if she's babyface or a heel, as the elements of the gimmick remain intact no matter what. Flair is always going to be a talent that has exceptional matches, but Flair introducing the world to a new side of her would be a smart move, and it would certainly reduce the criticism that gets directed towards her. But there you have it folks, 10 WWE wrestlers who desperately need a new gimmick. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.